There is this particular video trending now about a woman that went to church to give testimony. To testify of what the Lord has done, and then along the line she was trying to express herself about her educational background and all that. And the man of God rebuked her and embarrassed her on stage. At the pulpit, he said, take away the mic from her and she should leave this place. Now, number one, before I proceed, you're going to watch that video. I used to tell people that somebody is a man of God, that somebody is being called a pastor, doesn't make that person a saint or God. That somebody is standing at this pulpit wearing suit or wearing white, handling microphone or carrying Bible at the armpit doesn't make that person superior. It's just a title, man of God. And if God has called that person, that is when you can say, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Take that from me. Now, after so many founding, the trending now is that the pastor should come and apologize to this woman because he embarrassed her. And I saw one pastor also, a popular pastor, wrote on his wall, and everybody should keep quiet, that this is a father and daughter's matter, that every father has right to rebuke the daughter. Hello? Do you know the gravity of the embarrassment? Do you know how many population in that church? In that Pastor Paul's church, do you know how many population? People, imagine that woman, that thing that happened to that woman in that church will look like as if let the ground open, let her enter. I'm using myself to see, I want to put myself in her shoe. Little embarrassment that somebody would give you. Just like, for example, you ask somebody for favor and the person didn't grant it to you. That moment, how much more? More. Do you know the congregation that is there watching her? And you embarrassed her immediately. I believe that woman will not stay in that church for 1 second. You disgraced her. And now, because you're a man of God, some people are writing that you don't need any apology. But you embarrassed her in public. That somebody does not speak good English doesn't mean the person is not a graduate. There are so many graduates. There are so many graduates that have their CVs and all that, but they are not as spoken. Have you not seen a stammerer that is a graduate? What happens when he wants to give speech? Will you now say because he's a stammerer that he's not a graduate? For most of you that have not watched the previous video, watch this video and give your judgment. Do you think that woman deserves an apology? Or do you think that the pastor is right and has no reason to apologize to this woman? Just watch the video.
I want to appreciate God for my life and my family. And I want to thank God for using mommy and daddy for my sake. It all happened that I was trying to school in National Open University. Before I came to this dunamis, there's a lot of things that is happening in my life and my family. From my father's side and my mother's side, nobody is a graduate. They will only ended up primary or secondary school. Praise the Lord. But when God remembered me, I got a job and I was working, and I decided to further my education. I started the school. I want to do law program. I started 2014. So I continue like that. And I want to thank God because during that time, I never lack of money to pay my school fees. Praise the Lord. I keep going to the extent I go to 500 level, and challenges everywhere. Problems, sickness, they afflict me with leg pain, and I cannot be able to finish. My mates have finished. So the law program is 6 years. So since I cannot be able to meet up, some of my mates finish, and I keep on like that. And yesterday, God declared me
Well, she said that embargo was there in the course of her program. In the course of her program, she was afflicted, and it looked as though she wasn't able to, or she isn't going to finish that program, but God helped her. Yesterday, she graduated, like she said, the first person to bag a degree in her family.
Degree in what?
In
What law? What's it called? What's it about the degree like medicine and business? Give us the Bible. What kind of degree is it? My medicine is MBBS.
BSc, sir. BSc in law, sir.
So the testimony is a lie. There is nothing like BSc in law. You either have LLB or BL. It's a lie. The testimony is a lie. Please go back to your seat. BSc law. Is that how lawyers speak English? Please, anybody who comes to this altar to share a testimony that is not true, you do it at the risk of yourself. At the risk of yourself. We are not playing here. We are not faking anything here. When she started her testimony and she's talking law, I knew there was nothing like law. No matter how bad it is, it hasn't got to that level. They say you got a degree in law. What degree? BSc. Is there any lawyer here who has a BSc in law?